So let's take some long, deep breaths. Closing your eyes, getting comfortable. You want to be seated in sort of an upright position, but having your body fully supported. And this will allow your body to relax and also allow you to stay alert as much as possible. Sometimes the frequencies of these events tend to knock people out if they're not used to them, which is a totally fine experience. And you're getting it on all kinds of levels, but you may want to listen to the recording again if you do get knocked out into that sleep state, just so you can hear it on a more conscious level. So breathing into the heart, and one of the first things that we practice is this foundational tool of aligning and connecting to your vertical pillar, your vertical alignment. So breathing into that heart, imagining there's this beautiful flame of light in the center of the heart. And on the exhale, expanding that heart flame all about you in all directions. Breathing in and drawing prana and oxygen to that flame within the heart. And on the exhale, expanding that heart flame, seeing it grow bigger, brighter, more concentrated. Breathing into that heart flame, and on the exhale, expanding it to fill your entire auric field with the light of your heart. Use a beautiful prayer that I recently learned from Paul Selig on one of his events. And I invite you each to repeat out loud after me. The light of the divine surrounds me. The love of the divine enfolds me. The power of the divine protects me. And I am open only to those energies that are for my highest good and highest healing. Continue to breathe into your heart and expand that heart flame. See the flame of the heart growing more concentrated, more saturated through the auric field. And just see if you can fill the whole room that you're sitting in with the light of your heart. Together, let us just see that we're sitting together in a circle as we call for a temple of light, love, healing, protection, and ascension to anchor around us all now. We ask for a group Merkaba of light to be built around us all now, to connect us all on this journey together. And in the next breath or two, we're going to invite you to take a long, deep breath and then send your heart flame down into the center of the earth. We're going to do this together. We're going to do it very quickly. One big strong connection. So here we go. Let's take a long deep breath in, everybody. And on the exhale, see that heart flame going down. 3, 2, and 1. Connecting into the very heart of the earth. And as you make that connection, breathe deeply in and up from the heart of the earth as she fountains her love and frequency up your heart cord. And breathe her heart energy into your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, and your heart chakra. Breathing up this violet energy from the heart of the earth into your heart. And on the exhale, expanding this violet energy from the heart of the earth to fill the room. That you're sitting in. Breathing in long and deep like from a straw into the heart, and exhaling from the heart, filling the room with the light of the heart of the earth. Connecting and grounding to the celestial body that we are currently inhabiting. And in just a moment, we're going to invite you to take another long, deep breath. And with this breath, we're going to send the energy up to the heart of the sun. From our heart to the heart of the sun. Same tempo as before. Take a long, deep breath in now, if you will. Into the heart, and then sending that heart light up. 3, 2, and 1 to the heart of the sun. Connecting your heart to the heart of the sun. Breathing and just holding your awareness and your intention into the heart of the sun. In a moment, in the next breath, we're going to send our heart flame up higher, deeper into space, to the heart of the central sun. You don't need to know where it is, just setting the intention. Taking a long, deep breath into the heart once again. And then on the exhale, send that heart energy from the heart of the sun deeper into space. 3, 2, 1. Connecting together as a group to the heart of the central sun. And we're going to do this one more time. Sending it up to a third sun, the great central sun. The source portal for our universe. Once again, breathing deeply in, and on the exhale, sending that energy up further and deeper into space. 3, 2, and 1. Connecting as a group now to the heart of the great central sun, the source portal for this universe. And as you make this connection, feel, see, know, feel, hear the energy of this great sun pouring down your heart cord now. Golden, white, platinum, blue light pouring down through this heart cord, through the heart of the central sun, where it also picks up energy and begins to pour down, fountaining down, flowing down this solar light through the heart of the sun of our solar system. Breathing in as this solar light begins to pour down through this heart cord now, beginning to pour into your crown chakra, this beautiful golden solar light pouring into the crown, into the brow, into the throat, and into the heart chakra, breathing it into your heart chakra, this solar light. Expanding, expanding, expanding this solar light all about you, filling your auric field, filling the room with the solar light. The heart of these three great suns, breathing it in and breathing it down and breathing it out and through the room. Breathing up from the earth, breathing down from the suns, expanding it out on the out breath. And begin to feel yourself fully contained by the light of the heart of these celestial beings, by the light of the heart of your soul. Continue to breathe deep breaths as all of this heart light just completely saturates the cells of your physical body. And for those of you who are new to this work, to my work, you're going to hear me speaking in light language. This sounds like gibberish. You can consider it a sound healing. The light language assists the energy in moving more efficiently through the physical structures. It also speaks to aspects of your soul and spirit, awakening them. If at all it is meant to be understood by the conscious mind, it will be translated into English. But just allow it to do what it does and have a sense of curiosity about it, about how it affects you, about any sensations you might feel. Memories, colors may come up for you. Breathing long and deep, this heart light all about you, feeling the saturation of this spiritual energy holding you. And the other thing that you might hear is I tend to burp quite a bit when the energy begins to move and flow and get intense. That's just a weird thing that happens to me. So just try to ignore that nonsense. As we call for all of the teams of angels, guides, and our galactic family now to come into this temple space with us, to stand around each and every one. We call for the family of our home star, our home planet, to be with us now. We call for all of our spirit guides, our ancestors through the many lineages, the masters and mothers, the Galactic Federation, the Ashtar Command, to build a great Merkaba of light around us now, to lift us each and every one into the higher dimensions of our being. And imagine, if you will, now this great Merkaba of light lifting off, and we are all inside the central chamber, sitting together in a circle. And in the very center of this chamber is a beautiful geometry of light. Many different shades, color frequencies, and shapes that is moving in the very center of this chamber that we sit within. And this sacred geometry holds the power of a portal. And through connecting to this geometry of light, you will be able to gain access to some of the memories that were sacrificed as part of your embodiment upon the earth plane. For each and every one of you has reached a level of awareness and awakening within your being, where you can choose now to remember, who you are, the great multi-dimensional experience of your soul and spirit. You can begin to remember the spiritual gifts and mastery that you already hold. You can begin to remember where you came from. You can begin to remember why you are here. This is something that you can choose for yourself. And if you wish to begin this activation of remembrance, send a bridge of light from your brow chakra to this sacred geometry within the center of the circle. Yara sundarameti aturanda kisa harana desalakum bariata isha lamohranakita sanda isha lakaya lakum esambukuata desengi atutushushumu atelelum inara de atura makisa lelakumbu eshe esarambura naki ashala Arana de Sorokumbu, Shale, Karana de Sorokumbu, Ailakum. As we call for a great wheel of violet fire to begin to spin through your central pillar, to spin through all of your bodies, to spin through all of the cells of your being, releasing any fear you may be experiencing, any fear of the family of light, any fear of your galactic lineage, any fear of connecting to this greater spiritual bridge that is yours. We call for the violet fire to blaze, saturate, concentrate, baraka sandi shalakumbura nakati shalaki, through all of their energy bodies, bukutundu shwalaki, distilling boata disakataraka, any fear or anxiety regarding this reconnection. We call for Archangel Michael and his legions of angels to sweep through this central chamber, to sweep through all of the auric fields, to clear, to cleanse, to purify any and all external energies that may have hitched a ride. We ask for these energies and entities to be surrounded, contained, cleared, and removed now. All energies of fear to be surrounded, contained, cleared, and removed. Me atoroku juata ju asuko yo shadows you slu bio to So we share with you now that our attention has been brought to the area at the base of your skull. The base of your skull, where your skull and your neck meet. The very base of your skull. This is a chakra. This is a small minor chakra here. This chakra links into the fight or flight mechanism within the physical body. And in some people there is a cord, an energy cord that is attached back here. And this energy cord is connected to a certain collective consciousness that pulses fear into the body. And so we're bringing our attention here because, much like if you saw the movie The Matrix, when Neo gets unplugged from the Matrix, there's that cord at the back of his neck, I think. Back there somewhere. But anyways, this spot right here is at the back of the base of your skull. And so, with your permission, not all of you have this experience, but we're offering this now for anyone who may still have this, and on the recording for any future people that may be listening. With your permission, the team of Galactic doctors will now remove this plug, this cord, from the very back of your neck, base of your skull. And so if you give permission for this to be released from this sort of matrix of fear, we invite you to just say yes telepathically. And it will be very gentle. A very gentle removal. Baka sangwate setutu shushu shungwata manyaturukum. Sao metsu neotsotsu naratsakututsu neotsoro ushwadakum uts. Haranabudo shorata dekete dekushondo haranamata desatete kumbui neshowatande sorananiaturukum. Dhyana nakatsuko. Breathe deeply. We invite you to breathe deeply. Breathe deeply in, and on the exhale, just send the breath very gently to that spot at the very base of the neck. Breathe into the heart and send that heart energy to that spot at the very base of the neck. I'm sorry, base of the skull. Base of the skull, top of the neck. And we're just going to let that go now. The doctors, the galactic doctors, will just continue to work on anyone that needs continued work. But we're going to bring our conscious awareness away from that now. We're going to move on and just let them do what needs to be done. All that is happening is going to be very, very gentle. It will feel like a lightness happening. Feel like a feeling of freedom, a feeling of liberation. And so returning your awareness now to that sacred geometry within the center of our beautiful chamber, our beautiful circle. And as we've linked our brow chakra to this beautiful sacred geometry, we invite you now to link your heart chakra. Send a bridge of light from your heart to the heart of this sacred geometry within the very center of the circle. The sacred geometry of light may be appearing to each person a little differently based upon their needs, based upon their lineage. For, as we shared before, this is a portal, and this portal is connecting you to your remembrance. And so we've brought some of that information, some of that data into the brow. We're actually inviting you now to breathe it into the heart. Breathe this remembrance of who you are on a bigger scale into your heart. Breathe the remembrance of your divinity into your heart. Breathe the nature and remembrance of the eternality of your being into your heart. Ma Dio koranai shaboranai lelom batukuto je watumbuate niakaurukum. And for those of you who feel called, you may send a bridge of light from your sacral center into this sacred geometry within the center of the circle. This connection into the sacral brings the remembrance of your creatorship, your co-creatorship. Breathing into the sacral chakra, send that bridge of light to the crystal, to the sacred geometry within the center, and then breathe that information back out. It brings your signature memory that you left behind upon taking on the earthly life. We are retrieving these memories, these knowings, the data that you left behind in order to fully immerse within the human experience. Baguate Shanghai Tutunguade Simbuto Jetsakai Koko Sandai Nimo Rangaria Turukum. And as you feel yourself connecting to this sacred geometry within the center, you may have a sensation in the palms of your hands. Just notice if you do. Notice any sensation you might be feeling through the body. Note where it is. You are continuing to be fed this data, this information in energy packages. And again, this is your soul signature. This is your memory, your information. You're receiving it on an energetic level. And your brain will translate it later for you. Just receive the data now. We want you to imagine that you're breathing it in. We want you to imagine that you're sending it down to the soles of your feet. Breathe this information in, this data in from these 3 chords, and then send it all the way down to the soles of your feet, filling your legs. With this energy. Filling your hips, filling your torso, your chest, your arms, your shoulders, your neck and throat, and filling your skull with these high vibrational frequencies of light. The energy packages, the memories of your spirit, of who you are beyond your human existence, of who you are as an eternal being of light. Of who you are with all of your spiritual gifts turned on. And all of the mastery that you have already acquired. For each and every one of you is already a master. You are a master of incarnating into dark, dense cultures of consciousness and waking up inside of them. You are a master at waking up inside of the density. You are a master of turning on your own soul's light and seeing beyond the veil of physicality. You are a master of connection to your eternal self, to the laws of divinity. You are a master at embodying your spiritual nature and dissolving the density of consciousness and the illusion of fear. This you have mastery over already. That is why you chose to be here now, to wake up now, here, within this plane of existence. The energy that you have received this evening is the memory of your mastery. And it will continue to open little packages of energy, little packages of memory of how to awaken, of how to dissolve the fear, of how to dissolve the density, of how to transmit the love, the light. The how-tos will begin to awaken in your consciousness because you already have the knowledge, the mastery, and now you have the memory. You are an acupuncture needle of light and galactic frequencies. And your main mission is to turn on that light and to hold it strong in the midst of the chaos, in the midst of the darkness. Hold on to your light, anchor it down into the center of the earth as we have done. Be the acupuncture needle. And for those of you who have eyes to see, look around you now at the grid work of light that connects us, that connects the star seeds. This grid work of light that connects us all here within this chamber, high above the earth. Look down now at our beautiful planet and see if you can notice the grid work of light, the acupuncture needle points of light of all of our starseed brothers and sisters. Some who have awakened and hold their light so bright and strong. Some whose light is just beginning to flicker awaken. Let us together as a group now transmit this memory into this grid work to support the awakening of those lights that are just beginning to flicker on. So imagine, if you will, that you turn around and your backside is now connected to that sacred geometry of light. Our backs are to each other in the circle, and we point our fronts out. And breathe in through the heart chakra within the back. Breathe in through the back of the heart chakra. Open the palms of your hands and breathe out through the heart and the palms of your hands. And sweep this light over the earth. Sweep this light to all of those lights that are just flickering on. Send the frequency of encouragement. Send the frequency of strength and courage. Send the frequency of hope and faith now. send the frequency of support. Om Maniatu. Nadiasu. Nadiasu. Hanne, hanne, hanne. Breathing in through the back of the heart chakra, sending the light out through your heart chakra and the palms of your hands, sending it all along the grid work of light to all of the star seeds, to all of the light workers who are just turning on. Shandarya Som. Hui, 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 hui. We give thanks for this transmission of light. Bring your attention and your awareness back into your center. Rotate around again to face this geometry of light. Continue to breathe in through the crown and the brow and the heart, your connection to this portal of energy. Great being of light steps forward into the center of our circle. And he is walking counterclockwise around the center of our circle. He is wishing to speak and share. For those of you who are seers, I invite you to scan his appearance. For those of you that are feelers, we invite you to scan and feel his vibrational frequency. He is a being of great authority, great clarity, great benevolence. We share that this is the great divine director. I'll be silent for a few moments as I make the connection to allow for him to speak through me. We are so pleased to allow this gathering within this great chamber. This chamber of light exists beyond time, beyond space. It is a pocket of energy where our consciousness may gather. And now that we have opened this pocket, you and I, all of us, together, it exists now. For the benefit of all those starseeds that wish to come and partake in the retrieval of the energy packages of memory that they have sacrificed to be a part of the human experience, to be a part of the human experiment. We share that the Great Awakening is upon us. It does not look the way you would imagine it to look. The Great Awakening is a turning of a wheel. And the wheel has turned, has shifted. It will continue to move through the consciousness of the human collective, slowly at first, and then it will gather greater momentum, greater speed, as those of you who have chosen to be the forerunners of this awakening continue to do the work of your own awakening. of your own shedding of the veils of separation, illusion, fear, scarcity, as you continue to dissolve these within your own consciousness through the initiations of your own life. You are bushwhacking the new trail, paving the new road. You are the leaders of this revolution. You are going into a landscape that has not yet been cleared. And you are doing the heavy lifting. We remind you that you have chosen this, beloved, as part of your path. Why would you have chosen something so difficult? Because you are confident in your success. You are confident in your ability to transmute the fear, to cast the light upon the shadow, to bring forth the unconditional love of your spirit and the clarity of the mastery that you have already acquired. For we share with you that you would not have chosen such a difficult task for yourself had you not had the confidence in your ability to wake up, to anchor your greater multidimensional consciousness into your human experience. Your awakening process may be agonizingly slow for your personality, and we share with you, beloved ones, that this is also by design. It is part of the process, part of the journey to experience the suffering, the addictions, the challenges that arise when your consciousness has created separation from source. You must have this experience in order to have compassion for the struggles and the challenges of those you see around you. If it were easy, beloveds, everyone would be doing it. It is not easy, and yet you cannot stop yourself from doing it. For you are drawn to this path of discovery. You are drawn to this path of awakening. You are drawn to this path of expansion. And you may have tried in the past to put down the baton, to put down the torch, to put down the path and forsake it and move back into the material world where things were easy, cut and dry. 1 + 1 = 2. Get a job, get married, have a child, buy a house. So simple. But not for you. Not so simple for you. For you, there is always an aching to know more, to see behind the curtain, to understand how the mechanics create the form. This seeker nature is written into your DNA. It is by design, by your design, by the design of the master self that you are, that chose to be here. Wrote in a roadmap into the DNA to impulse you to seek beyond the material plane, to discover, to remember, to awaken. You are doing it. You are already successful. You have already dissolved many veils. You have already discovered much about the eternal divine nature of your soul. You have learned much. And you have sent this information home. In your dream time, you have conversed with your divine counsels, shared your earthly experiences, received guidance, and moving through challenges. This is not something that is common among the earthlings that you live with. All of the people that you know, there are but a handful that you can speak to about this. A handful only that know the language. You are unique. You are a starseed. You are a master. Awakening. Do not let there be any doubt any longer. And as you dissolve the doubt that you are not from this place, you can begin to remember from that place you are from. And you can begin to awaken to the support, to the presence of your family of light that stands behind you always. Just as you have transmitted support and strength and courage to those who are beginning to awaken, so too have you received this transmission from your galactic family of light and from those starseeds who have gone before you on the path. You imagine that your life has been difficult, your awakening, but those that came 10, 20, 30 years before you to pave the way, to blaze the trail for you. Each generation assists the ones behind, as you have been assisted by those who have come before you. See the great lineage, galactic starseed angels, many different races of starseeds, but all divine, all serving the great mission of awakening, all serving the great mission of dissolving the density of human consciousness, liberation of the human species from the mechanisms of separation. You are part of this great task force. Remember who you are. When you fall into the smallness of your personality self, reach up once again to connect to the three great suns, to connect to the heart of Mother Earth, and to connect into your place, your holy place within this great divine dance of the universe. You are held always. There is never a moment where you are not connected into your divinity, into the support of the family of light. It is only your mind that would trick you into thinking you are small, you are separate, you are alone. These are false beliefs, for you are connected always. You swim within the great sea of the divine. And your guidance, spiritual guidance, family of light is but a thought away, a thought transmission away. And so enjoy your human experience. Enjoy the flesh and blood of your bones and your bones. Enjoy the sensory experience. But remember, you are not your body. You are not your flesh and bones. This is only a vehicle, only a house for your consciousness. And your consciousness can travel far beyond the physical body, can travel far beyond the physical plane. Your consciousness can travel infinitely in any direction through all dimensions. There is no limit. There is no limitation. As you continue to awaken, as you continue to remember, your consciousness will gain access to more and more and more of your multidimensional sensory experiences. Your brain and your mind will need training and practice to interpret the energy, sensory experience. For it is not of the physical senses, it is of the energetic senses. Sometimes you will feel like a baby, learning to walk, frustrated at the stumbling blocks and the falling downs and the regaining of the balance. But now you can walk without thinking, without stress, without concentration. All of the neural pathways work from the brain to the feet to hold the body upright. It is the same when you travel in your consciousness and you move into your multidimensional body, your brain needs to build the neural pathways that will allow you to travel, will allow you to interpret the experience, will allow you to regain and hold your balance and your center in this greater multidimensional nature of yourself. So do not get discouraged when you fumble, when you blunder, when you fall. Do not beat yourself up, for you would not berate a baby when they fall over learning to walk. Do not berate yourself. Encourage yourself to get back up and to try again. For that is what we, the family of light, are doing for you as you learn to awaken and to expand your identity. We are very grateful for your joining us this evening. We are grateful in your joining in of the transmission of light upon the planet. We share that we of the family of light do this regularly, this transmission. And you are always welcome to join us in the gifting or the receiving of these transmissions of strength and support. We give thanks for your participation in this event and in your life experience. You are never alone, beloveds. And you may always ask for assistance, for divine assistance, and assistance will come. In some shape or form, assistance will come. Trust, have faith, and keep reaching. Keep seeking. Keep expanding. Keep discovering. Keep sharing. We bless you. We honor you. And we seal this journey now. We are complete. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks to the Great Divine Director and for this transmission of frequency and education. We invite you all to bring all of your awareness and attention back inside of your body, releasing any cords now that you may have made to the sacred geometry within the chamber. Just letting them fall away, see them flicker off, and bring your attention back inside of your body. We invite you to place your tongue along the ridge of your top 2 front teeth and your gum. And just begin to circulate some energy up now from the root, up the back of the spine to the top of the head. Breathing in from the root to the top of the head. Breathing out from the top of the head down the front of the body, back down to the root. So keeping that tongue in front of, behind the 2 front teeth. And just follow your breath with your awareness from the root to the top of the head. From the top of the head down the front to the root. Several long, deep circular breaths. Circulating all of the energy through all of the chakras. Balancing and realigning. And this great Merkaba of light is beginning to descend now back down into the earth plane. Beginning to bring you back into the time and space of your body. And just set your intention to bring all of your consciousness back into your body now. Drawing all of the energy that you received from that sacred geometry, bring it into your body. Circulate it through the body with that breath up from the root to the top of the head. Down and out from the top of the head back to the root. In and up the back of the body. Down and out the front of the body. And just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Begin to stretch your neck and your shoulders. Opening your chest, rounding your back. rocking your hips, rotating your ankles, coming fully back now, all the way back in, drawing all of that spiritual energy, all of the energy of your remembrance back into your body, back into your cells, back into your consciousness. Opening your eyes when you are ready.